All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on everything Biafra. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification because we will notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. And today, with the issue on ground, yes, I will drop back-to-back news and back-to-back informate for every Biafran in Biafraland. As it happen for Biafraland, everywhere they zoom, everywhere they come. Biafrans have actually, obeyed the voice of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, which they see as the only legitimate voice that Biafrans listen to. But before I go further to give you what the update that is happening in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, because plenty matter don't they happen. For Kanu, we don't they hear say they don't knock better bomb for there, and as it be, they don't they even the protesters angrily don't they knock woto the policemen to show say people they verse and to show say anything where Biafra talk via Nigeria now the truth and the reality. At least people are coming to terms and coming to that understanding. But make we hear within the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa been talk for this matter. The Prime Minister just tweeted them some hours ago, on his S handle. In his words, he said, Biafrans are not protesting for Nigerian terrorist state, and Biafrans are not sitting at home today, tomorrow, being the second of August 2024. All Nigerian government facilities will be shut down, including movement. All federal roads will be shut down. Nothing will go in and nothing will go out. Our demands are just three things: withdrawal of all Nigerian terrorists, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, and Nigerian air force, among others, from Biafran territory. Our second demand will be accept our self-referendum, which recorded over 49 million votes already. And three, release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. That is what the Prime Minister, is telling the Nigerian government. That is the demands, from the Biafran government republic, the republic in exile. And just as the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, are protesting and demanding for, some certain things to better their lives, Biafrans are not protesting. Instead, they are sitting at home. It has been a normal thing. And they went further, to shut down every working government facility currently in Biafran land. We already saw, what happened in some part of Biafran land, during the week. So this shows that these guys are not joking. Nobody is laughing with the Nigerian government on these three demands. One of the demands, from the Nigerian perspective, from the Nigerian protesters, is also for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because even the world, even a newborn baby today, who is being told about Nnamdi Kanu knows that Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man. But the Nigerian government have continued to do what they are always known for. But meanwhile, let us give you the update, because one thing we'll do here is to give you all the information as it is, so you can sieve out the ones you want to listen to and leave the rest. As it happen, breaking news: police don't tear gas protesters at Eagle Square, Lekki Toll Gate. Details emerge. Now for only Nigeria, first day when the thing start, oh, nothing don't even go far. The next thing I will go here now say the police army, because army from the videos we saw, you know, especially in that Lekki toll gate, army, military were also deployed there. People, you see them, the militaries were there even before the protesters started coming to show that like we are seeing in Biafraland, where you know the terrorist army have been buying shooting at innocent unarmed Biafrans in broad daylight, just as they did in Lekki, where they killed over 60-something people in that same Lekki toll gate during the NSAS protest. So this is always their pattern. They keep buying innocent people. They keep buying innocent people, knowing fully well that the government they are the ones running it. They believe that nobody is above the government. Nobody is stronger than the government. So they can do whatever they want to do to their people and they go scot-free. But we thank God what is happening to some of them in Biafran land, how the Biafran defense forces, have been actually engaging them. Now, let us give you the update. Protesters at Eagle Square in Abuja and the Lekki toll gate area of Lagos State have been chased away with tear gas canisters. Security operatives dispersed the hunger and economic protests, directing them to protest at the designated location. The 10-day national nation end bad governance in Nigeria protest over hunger and economic hardship commenced today, August 1. Operatives of the Nigerian police force have dispersed hundreds of protesters at Eagle Square in Abuja and at the Lekki toll gate area of Lagos State with tear gas canisters. The police stated that they were enforcing the court order restricting protesters to Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. As reported by Daily Trust and other news platforms, some protesters camped for safety, while some protesters were unbothered when the operatives fired the canisters. Now, so the people they vex. It's just that these people do not understand the power of the masses. If they truly understand the power of the masses and the power of being together, then they will understand that when you are together, when you speak with one voice, nothing can actually defeat you. I think this is one of the major reasons why, the Biafran freedom and the Biafran referendum has been going successfully. Currently, we've had over 49 million, Biafrans who have actually, voted for the self-referendum because they are speaking with one voice. Forget about those who are trying to bring propaganda, all together in the struggle. Just to find a way to kill the struggle because they are not benefiting from it. But apart from those people, speaking with one voice is one major tool of fighting the government. We continue with the news. It was a similar experience at Nyanya, Mara, Raba, as security forces fired tear gas canisters to disperse protesters. The protesters, however, continued their demonstration. The Minister of State for Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, assured the protesters that he would address the police regarding the shooting of canisters against the protesters at Eagle Square. I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to ask you not to protest. It is your right. Like I said, I've been to over 100 to 500 protests. Security operatives, including the Nigerian police force, according to the Nation, Nigerian army and others are stationed at strategic positions at Lekki toll gate. The hunger protesters were directed to join other protesters at the designated locations as ordered by the court. The police shot tear gas to disperse protesters when they defied the order. Police are shooting tear gas, protester cries out. Røćķ.ng earlier reported that a nursing mother accused operatives of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja Police Command of shooting tear gas at hardship and hunger protesters at Eagle Square in Abuja. According to the nursing mother, she joined the protest because her husband was spied by bandits in Katsina. The widow said Nigerians are suffering and they cannot eat because there is economic hardship in the country. And that is how the country is burning down. Do you remember the words of Nnamdi Kanu? Immediately I just said that, I just remembered the words of Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu, how he correctly predicted, the ordeal that is currently happening in Nigeria. He said it. If you do not let Biafra go, the country will burn down. Burn them down. And that is what we are seeing. This is just day one. The whole thing started slowly. It started slowly, gradually. The people packaged themselves, prepared. The most dangerous people to deal with. The most dangerous people to deal with are angry masses. Angry and hungry masses, yes. Hungry and angry masses. They are the most dangerous people to deal with. People will be say, their government don't make them see shaky. Biafrans, stay in your homes. Stay in your homes. I'll keep on shouting, stay in your homes. They will use you to do example. I'm normal now. They go put out for after the whole protest. They go still call you out, especially those Igbos living in Lagos State and every other state. Allow them to do their thing. If they want to bring the country down, let them bring it down. Because as a true Biafran, you are not even bothered about the ordeal happening in Nigeria currently, because you should be concentrating on getting freedom. And that is why we are giving you more updates on Biafra. We'll give you more updates on Imo State. As I'm talking to you, in Imo State, with the information coming to us is that everywhere is calm. For now, people are sitting at home. Aba, the same thing. Onitsha, everywhere is going zoom on a slow lockdown position. The situation there is slow and calm. Everybody is sitting one place in their house. Any information pertaining anything happening in Biafraland will give you. But if you're in the comment section, please go to the comment section. If you're in homeland, Biafraland, any part, especially Enugu, Ebonyi, so give us information on what is happening in those areas on the comment section. God bless you as we continue to bring more details and news on the trending issues happening in Biafraland.
Yeah, both at home and abroad. We want to salute our Papa, our PM, His Right Honorable Simon Ekpa. We also want to extend our greetings to our MNK, wherever he is. We want to ask God to bless him and continue to protect him. We'd like to thank the media team for all their support in enabling us to get to the level where we are today on today's presentation. We thank everybody that has contributed to making this presentation to work. I want to thank every member of the business team. So many people, all hands on deck, have managed to get us to where we are today. And we've come here to present something wonderful, something beautiful, something we believe will enhance what we're doing. My fellow Biafrans, thank you so much for your financial support. You have done so well. The world is hearing about us because of what you have done. And today, the Biafran government, through the Bank of Biafra, is introducing a new scheme, which we call Special IOU Loan. This is just a different way of raising funds. This does not replace your fundraising. Please continue to give the way you give. This does not replace any other way you are contributing in what we are doing in Biafra. This is just a new scheme that will enable you to invite your friends, enable you to invite your those that you know, those that don't want to give without reward. Now we've got a reward. This is a loan. You lend money to Biafra, and when Biafra is established in the homeland, we will repay you. Now, to access this special IOU loan, you can only do it through the Biafran government in exile. So what we're going to do now is to take you to that website and walk you through the loan application. It's very, very simple. And at the end of the day, if you have any questions, then we are here to deal with it. So can I please ask the media team to take us to the Biafran government in exile website so that I can quickly run through the process of applying for an IOU loan. So when you launch into the Biafran government in exile, there is a ribbon there called IOU. So as soon as you click that ribbon, it takes you to what we're talking about today. So if you can click that ribbon. So here, Bank of Biafra, Special IOU loan. So we're going to gently go through this application to show you that is a very, very simple application. We have an introductory video, so you can go again and play the video and understand how it works. As the scheme kicks off, we're going to replace it with another video, which will show you literally how to complete the form. You go through line by line. But today, I'm just going to talk through that, if you don't mind. Can we come down a little bit, please? All right. So the question is, what is a special IOU loan? I hear you ask. So there is an arrow there. If you click on that arrow, it tells you what is embedded in there. So special IOU loan allows you, the Biafran, and your friends to lend money to Biafran government in exile through the Bank of Biafra. Now, we are aware that so many people are worried about the confidentiality of their information, and therefore they don't want to pass. The government is guaranteeing you, so is the business team and the Bank of Biafra, that any information you give relating to this IOU will be treated with the strictest confidence. So do not worry. It's a guarantee from the government that your information will be secured. It will not be hacked into, and you will not be exposed in whichever way that you don't want to. So we guarantee through full autonomy and full confidentiality. Now, when you give a loan to Biafra, we will refund you 100%. So if you gave us 1,000 ejema, when Biafra government is fully established in the Biafran land, we will give you 2,000 ejema. And on top of that, there are also special rewards that the government will give you, because at that time, we are in Biafraland. We have access to everything we have, and you will be compensated handsomely. So just to summarize, if you give us a loan, you will get 100%. Your money will be refunded and 100% interest on top of that, plus additional reward, which the government will give to you. Now, can you come down a little bit more? All right, so I've just explained the confidentiality, and I've also explained when you give us a loan, we'll give you double. Please come down a bit more, please. Okay, so once we're going to go through the application process. Once we've gone through the application process, the Biafran government in exile, through the Bank of Biafra, will give you a certificate. Now, that certificate represents a loan agreement between you and the government. And you have to keep that certificate. And when the government is established, when Biafra has come and we're established in the homeland, you can now present your certificate and your money will be refunded to you, and the 100% interest will be paid to you, plus the additional reward we have spoken about. So the certificate will be emailed to you as soon as the payment goes through and we see evidence of the payment. So that is just what it's all about. Now, we've got many loan categories. We've got about 6 loan categories. Can you please click on the loan categories, please? Thank you. All right. So we have 6 loan categories. And, so we've taken into account people's financial situation and all of that. So we kick into it from the bronze. So within the bronze, if you invest 1,000 ejema to 5,000 ejema, you will be given a bronze certificate. If you invest between 6,000 ejema or 10,000 ejema, you will be given a silver certificate. If you invest between 11,000 ejema and 25,000 ejema, you'll be given a gold certificate. If you invest between 26,000 ejema and 50,000 ejema, you'll be given a platinum certificate. If you invest between 51,000 ejema and 100,000 ejema, you'll be given a diamond certificate. And now the highest level within this is what we call Californium. Californium, not California, Californium. And the Californium is 101,000. In fact, it can become a million, whatever amount you want to go beyond that is the Californium. So those are the 6 categories of the loan we are asking you Biafrans to lend to us to enable us to complete what we've all started. So you can either enter from the bronze, you can either enter from the silver, you can either enter from the gold, you can either enter from the platinum, diamond, and we pivot at Californium. Now, you could have multiple investments, multiple loans. So you might kick off and say, I've only got 1,000 ejema. You can do that now. And maybe in a month's time, you have another 1,000 ejema. You can do that. Each time you invest, a new certificate will be given to you. Then after you've invested 5,000, you can move on to silver and to gold and to platinum and so on and so forth. So those are the 6 categories of the loan amount we are proposing. Please come down. All right, now, what are the creditor requirements? I hear you ask. So again, if you go online and you click on that button, it opens up what the creditor needs to have. Now, we are opening this up to Biafrans by birth. So if you're a Biafran, please come and lend us money. If you're Biafran by marriage, please come and lend money to us. If you're a friend or supporter of the Biafran struggle, please lend us money. And I'm going to go through a bit more details in terms of non-Biafrans, how we're going to treat your certificate. Now, who can invest? Creditors must be at least 18 years of age or over 18 years, because this is a legal requirement, is a loan contract we're entering. So you must be of age to participate. However, anybody under the age of 18 must have a guarantor. So maybe one of you want to buy for your daughters or for your son, you will need to be a guarantor. Don't be restricted with what you're doing, and also don't be restricted by this. Continue to give your fundraising, continue to participate in everything we do. We need the money to finish the job that we've started. Can we come down a little bit, please? All right. Now, I hear you ask, when does the IOU mature and when will I get my money? So if you click on that button, it tells you the maturity date. Now, all IOUs will mature when freedom is restored and Biafra government is fully established in the homeland. Until then, partial or full withdrawal and repayment of the money lent is not permitted and it's not possible. And this is why we want this product, this IOU, to be among us, among our friends, among those that know us. When we started this project, we were going to, it came as a bond. But then when you go into the bond market, it becomes very complicated. There will be this and there will be that. That's why we restricted it now to our family, the Biafran family, the Biafran friends, those that we're married to, those that support us, even non-Biafrans that support us, they can take a loan and we will be able to accommodate them. Can we come down a little bit, please? So these are just the explanation of what we're doing. So this is like our frequently asked question. So if you wanted to know, it's all within that box to educate you on what we're doing. Now we have 4 simple steps to be able to participate in this IOU. So the first step is to fill out the creditor form below. So I think we're going to go to the form and fill out the form, and then we can come back and catch up on step 2, step 3, and step 4. So if we can go through the form, please. Now, so this is the form. I'm going to come back to the helpline once we've done the form. So it's quite a simple form. You put in your first name, you put in your last name, and your middle name. We might definitely remove the date of birth, but it is there at the moment. But the option, we might take it out as we refine this product. But at the moment, the date of birth is there. The place of birth, can you come down a little bit, please? The place of birth is there. And then there's the question, are you a Biafran? So when you click the arrow, you can either say, yes, I'm a Biafran, or no, I am not a Biafran. And that enables us to know where to take this application form to. So you can either say yes, or you can say no. Now, please come down to the address. And then once you selected that, you complete your address. Where do you live? What is your first line address? What is the second line address? Which city do you live? Which state? Again, this is very American. That wherever you are in the world, you can still complete it. I have completed it with my own details, even though I don't live in the United States. So we need to complete that, the state, the wherever you live, the postcode, whatever that is in there, just do what you can. Can we come down a little bit, please? And then this is quite crucial. You must put your email address. The certificate we're going to issue to you will be emailed to you. So please ensure that the email address you're going to put on the form is the right email address, and is the email address you're going to keep until Biafra comes, because that's where your certificate is going to be. So please give us the right email address, and please maintain that email address at least until Biafra comes. We need your telephone number, the country telephone number, we need it. And now we're going to talk about your next of kin. So just in case anything happens, we need to know who your next of kin is. Fill out their first name, fill out their last name, again, their address details. Please come down a little bit more. Again, the city where they live, all that details, again, the email address of your next of kin, their telephone number, all of those details, just as you have completed. And then we stop there. Now, you don't have to fill out the form for your second next of kin. If you don't have a second next of kin, you don't have to do that. You can just ignore all of that. But if you do have a second next of kin and you want them to participate, then you need to now talk about the percentage and then fill out their details. Now, if you have more than 2 next of kin, you need to now call us and we can have that conversation with you. But at the moment, the form only allows for 2 next of kin. One is mandatory, one you must complete. The other one is not. You don't need to complete the second next of kin. Please come down a bit. All right. So once you've done that, then you now come back again to the IOU category. So this is when you decide, is it a diamond investment that I want to do? Is it a platinum investment that I want to do? Is it a gold investment that I want to do? Is it silver, or should I just start from bronze? So this is, again, an opportunity for you to review the categories, and then you decide where you want to go. Can you come down a little bit, sir, please? And then once you've made that decision on where to go, you now come to the loan amount. So if you check the arrow, if you click the arrow within the select an option, within that arrow, you have a whole list of all the amounts that you can give from 1,000 to over 200,000. So once you select it, just as Minister Sonny has selected 13K, once you've selected that amount, that becomes the amount you want to lend to Biafran government in exile through the Bank of Biafra. Then once you've done that, you move to method of payment. How do you want to pay? You want to pay with your credit card or by your debit card? That is acceptable. Do you want to pay by PayPal? Yes, you can pay by PayPal. If you want to pay by Zelle, yes, you can. You can pay by wire. You can also pay through the new dimension mandate. And of course, you can also pay with cryptocurrency. So if you're a millionaire in crypto, we will be very, very honored to accept that from you. So those are the methods of payment. So you can check any of them and say, this is how I want to pay. And all of that is acceptable. Now, once you've now selected your method of payment, you've selected the amount, you've selected your method of payment, come down, please, Minister. Now we're now asking additional questions. Have you applied for your Brigi ID card? Now, within that box, if you said yes, then that is fine. If you have said no, that you haven't, then we're asking you to please go to the Biafran Security Administration.org to apply, for it. Now, but before you do that, before you actually go to that website, you need to complete the process. And so once you selected the amount and you said yes, just move on, or you said no, just move on. Whatever your option is, have you applied for your Brigi ID card? Whether it's yes or no, just continue. So can you come down a little bit, sir, please? And then you come to the very, very important section, which is acknowledgement and acceptance clause. So here you need to agree. I hereby acknowledge that I read, I understood, and I agree to all terms and conditions of this IOU loan contract. The act of submitting this document constitutes full and binding acceptance of this contract. So once you're happy with everything you said, you check that you agree. And once you agree, you submit your form. And so once you submit your form, a copy of the form will automatically be emailed to your email address that you've given us. The same copy of the application will come to the business team. So automatically we know that an application has been launched. And then can you come down, please? So once you submitted your application, then you go directly to payments. The certificate, as we've said, will be issued to you after 10 working days. Now, as I've said earlier, you can pay by Visa, you can pay by credit card, you can pay by debit card, whichever way. Once you select this box, it takes you to the payment method and you can make your payment. Can you come down a little bit, please?